Thanks for tuning in to the Angel Start Show. Make sure you continue to watch and listen to us on Mondays at 9 a.m. on ampsradio.com, and you can view the show on ampstv.com at 7 p.m. We are here with Mr. Gary Hoffmeister, and we're going to be back to do an exclusive interview with him about his business, the Old Northside Bed and Breakfast. We'll be back.
Up close and personal, the Angel Star Show. If you got something to say, Angel will showcase your talent, your business on the internet show. Up close and personal, it's the Angel Star Show.
And we are back. Gary, thank you again so much for having me in your home and in your business. So let's talk about you as a man and then you as a businessman that owns the Northside Bed and Breakfast, because there's a lot to you and I want people to know about it.
Well, what do you want me to start with?
Well, start with what did you do before you had your bed and breakfast?
Okay, well, if we go back, I'll try to make it real short. If we go back, after I got out of college, I was a professional singer and actor.
Okay.
And then I was in sales for several years. Then I ran some nursing homes, so an administrator. And then it just seemed like it came out of the blue that there was this opportunity to get in the jewelry business. And all of those backgrounds seemed to kind of logically get me there. Well, I did that for many years, and then I was the nominee for Congress back in '98.
Wow.
So I got out of the daily running of the jewelry business, gave it to my son, and I won the primary, but not the general election.
Okay.
So I'd already owned the bed and breakfast for
Okay.
7 years before that.
Okay.
And the gal that I had running it was kind of getting burned out. There's a lot of work here,
Oh, yes.
24/7.
I believe it.
And she was getting burned out, so at that time I couldn't go back to the jewelry business. I decided to take it over. So I've pretty well been running it for about 19 years now.
19 years.
Yeah.
So altogether, you've pretty much kept within your work and your career dealing with people and giving some type of service.
Absolutely.
That's like who you are.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, people ask me why I do this. And I say, they ask if it's something that fulfills me. And I say, you know what, I just like to make people happy.
Yes.
I mean, it's being part of the service business and knowing you can do a good job and make people happy. And when they come here, they're trying to get away from part of their life, usually just to get regenerated.
Right.
And it's wonderful to see them when they leave
Yes.
that they are ready to go again. Of course, they're going back to the salt mines.
They're going back to
whatever
it.
is.
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
going back. So, if you're a service type of person, you can't, people try to create, when you go to these jobs for customer service or if
Right.
you're doing some type of public service job, people have to be creative for that. You start that young. It's really hard to try to train somebody to be a service person or a helper or someone that wants to help other people.
I think
Because
you're
you've been
right.
doing it for a long
Yeah,
time.
well, and a lot of people, it's just natural with
Yeah.
them. Now, I will say this. Most of the time when you go to a place and you find you get really good service or really bad
It's
service,
never in the middle.
usually you go back and see who the manager is.
Yes.
And the kind of projection that he or she is giving.
Yeah.
Training can be real important, but over a period of time, you also know that you have to do a good job, or it's just natural to you. I mean, I've been doing it so many years, it's obviously
Like
natural.
clockwork for you.
Yeah.
You don't even think about it.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah, well, like me. I mean, I don't have a bed and breakfast, but
Yeah.
I'm always, doing something for other people or offering a service. So
Right.
I want to say to all the listeners and viewers that I stayed here. Me and Michael, courtesy of Gary Hoffmeister, got a chance to spend a night here. And it was awesome. I read the reviews before I even contacted you about interviewing you, and everybody raved about your hospitality, about you being very accommodating to them, because you're going to meet all different kind of people.
Right.
At a hotel, these are the rules. We don't care if you have a baby, we don't care if you have a dog, we don't care if you're diabetic, we don't care. But here, it was like customized, is what I was seeing online, and then the breakfast and all the baked goods you bake. It was awesome. So you gave me like a new sense about reading reviews, because sometimes you read them and think, oh, they probably got all their employees and their family writing them.
Oh,
you know?
no.
And And then you go there and it's not anything like the reviews, right? But I read the reviews online and I came here and it was more than what we thought it would be like. And I did feel like I was taken back a little bit. You know, how often do you get to come and watch a DVD? Or not a DVD, a VHS, I want to say.
Right.
I don't have them. I don't have a VHS. So we went back and it really brought me like a really sense of calmness. Because I used to watch them when I was younger, you know. So we got to pick our movies and, you know, it was just awesome here. Everything was nice and clean. The room was so spacious. We had a fireplace. It was just super awesome. So again, we want to thank you from the Starks family for allowing us to come in and kind of experience it for ourselves. It was awesome.
You have a wonderful husband.
I
Boy,
think
Mike
so.
is a great guy.
I think so. Yes, I think so. And we met a nice couple. We sat down, and I thought, I don't know. I stayed at a bed and breakfast once before or twice, and you know, it's kind of different. I don't know. I feel like the people that we met were almost like a reflection of what you do here. They were so open and so warm, and they just talked to us, and we were like, we're friends, you know? Never seen them people in our life. We talked to them for what, over an hour at breakfast.
Yeah, it was actually an hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
But anyway, the people that come to bed and breakfasts, I always say, are the nicest people in the world.
I think
and
so.
they're kind of curious people.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, sometimes I've joked and said, I ought to have an entertainment fee because I hear so much laughter
Yes.
with all the people in the dining
Yes.
room in the morning, talking and laughing and having a great time. It's just
It's
really
a great time. It's
Yeah.
really different from a hotel.
Ah.
Hotels, you get people that are they're coming on business, they're tired of traveling, they're going to a funeral, so you're going to get all those different, you know, hostile attitudes and personalities. But you know, you get to experience people coming and celebrating their marriage and Valentine's and honeymoon. So you get all the nice people. So good for you.
Well, I've always said I wouldn't run a hotel for love and money
Yeah.
because it really is different, and people don't have much respect for it.
Right.
It's just amazing
They
how
don't.
fast things can get torn up
They
in a
do not.
hotel. And also, people sometimes forget who they are when they go there.
You're like, what are you doing hanging out the chandelier? You don't do that at your house, you know.
Yeah, we talk about the guy who's the pillar of his community in this little town, and he's face down in the mashed potatoes at 8 o'clock.
There you go, right. You can step out of your character when you're in a hotel. Hey guys, we're going to be back with more from Gary Hoffmeister right here on AMPS Radio and AMPSTV.com.
Up close and personal, the Angel Star Show. If you got something to say, Angel will showcase your talent, your business on the internet show. Up close and personal, it's the Angel Star Show.
And we are back again broadcasting here live at the Old Northside Bed and Breakfast. The information on the location is at the bottom of your screen. So Gary, we are back and I wanted you to talk to us about how the bed and breakfast, well, let's say when it got started, what was it before you took it over? Give us a little history on this historic home that we're in.
Okay. It was built in 1885, and by the way, you know that just a block away from here is the Benjamin Harrison home, which
Yes.
was built at about the same time.
Okay.
So when the President of the United States builds his home in a neighborhood, that pretty well says
That says a
pretty
lot.
much the top neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
And it was built by a German immigrant who had done very well in the furnace business, stayed in that family for about 40 years, and then we lost track for the next 40 years. We don't know just what happened.
Okay.
But then it became an antique store for about 12, 14 years, an office for about the same amount of time, and then I bought it in 1994 to make it into a B&B.
Okay.
Well, the good news is those 40 years that we don't know what happened,
Uh-huh.
we know it couldn't have been hurt that badly because the beautiful woodwork that you see here has never been painted.
Yes.
It wasn't destroyed. The
Uh-huh.
pocket doors still work. So that was a big plus.
Yes.
The negative was that because it had been a commercial building,
Uh-huh.
being an office and a antique store, there was only one half bathroom left in the house.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This huge place with one half?
Well, it was just because it was an office.
Okay,
They
I
didn't
guess
need-
they didn't need to take a bath. Correct.
Right.
You got at your own house. Okay.
So I had to put in 7 full bathrooms
Yes.
and a kitchen. Didn't
Okay.
have a kitchen either.
Wow.
So that was a pretty big project, and it's pretty amazing that we got it done in about 5-6 months. Right
Wow. And I want to add that these bathrooms are beautiful. They're not like little bathrooms where you go in, you want to live in there. Like when I came to look which room I want, I was going off the bathrooms. The bathrooms were just so beautiful. Each one of them are very unique. So you put a lot of energy and thought into that. Did you decorate this whole place by yourself? Are you done decorating? Do you still add?
Oh, it's still a work in progress.
Oh, really?
But I have to mention, you're talking about the bathrooms. People say they like old.
Yeah.
They like some things old.
Really?
Yeah, certain things like the bathroom, they expect everything to be up to date.
Okay,
They expect there to be enough electrical outlets
Well, yes.
to plug in their
Yes.
hair dryers, et cetera, et
Yes,
cetera.
but
So-
you have all of that.
Oh, yeah.
But it definitely, like the clogged bathtub and the wallpaper, that type of vintage is what I appreciate when
Sure.
I came in.
Sure.
So and definitely noticed all of the woodwork was original, nothing was painted over. I'm from down south, Little Rock, Arkansas, and when I came in, it just felt like I was going back a little bit. I just feel so calm.
Yeah.
Of course, our home was nowhere near like this. It wasn't this beautiful and upkept, but it was just still the creaky floors and stuff remind me of that back in the day. So.
You even mentioned about the creaky floors. You
I
said
did.
you like those because you can hear the kids.
You can.
That way you know where they're at.
My grandmother would say, "Get back in that bed." She heard that floor creaking. You could not get up. How these kids? Oh, my kids were downstairs in the kitchen. Nowadays, you don't know what your kids are doing. The floors would creak just right, and she would know who's walking and where you're trying to go. So,
Yeah.
it was a little security mechanism for the kids. So, tell us a little bit about some of the paintings that are in this room that we're in.
Okay, well, you know that I spent a lot of time in the former Soviet Union.
Okay.
I was essentially running seminars over there on democratic capitalism. And I got a reputation for buying art. I don't actually know just how it came about, but I started buying art because it was a perfect time to do it over there. They love to sell it, and I love to buy it at a really good price. So this whole room is filled with things from different parts of the former Soviet Union. And it ended up that every time I would go there, my connections would say, "Oh, you have to go to such and such an artist's house because he's got several things." And I'd say, "I already have enough art. I've already filled up all my children's houses. It's my house."
So you're like, "Don't tip me. I've got enough."
So I still, downstairs right now, I probably have 20 pieces of art that I can change around to different rooms.
They
which I
are
still do.
beautiful, very unique and very beautiful.
Just different,
And
that
very different.
I don't want the house to ever look like it was done by a designer.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It looks
what I do.
very personable, and this house has a lot of character to it. You can
Yeah.
tell like what type of person you are. There's even pictures of like you and your grandkids, and you can appreciate that because you're coming into someone's home, right? And staying there, they have all your information, who you are, who is this person, But now you feel more comfortable when you're like, oh, he's got a wife, he's got kids, so that's a good touch.
Yeah.
Leaving out family portraits and things like that. So we are going to do a small tour and just kind of show the viewers what they can expect if they were to come out, and kind of give them a little teaser of the Old Northside Bed and Breakfast. So
Gotcha.
we will be right back, you guys. Do not move. We'll be back with more from Gary Hoffmeyer.
Up close and personal, the Angel Star Show. You got something to say, Angel will showcase your talent, your business on the internet show. Up close and personal, it's the Angel Star Show.
Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the Angel Stark Show. We are broadcasting live with Gary Hoffmeister here at the Bed and Breakfast, Old Northside Bed and Breakfast. And we are right now in the formal dining room area where guests would have their breakfast in the morning, right? That's where we're at? Okay.
Absolutely.
So this room is really amazing. Of course, it's bursting with character, like I've already stated to you before. So tell me about the things that are in this room. What is this? This is a case or?
Yeah, just a china,
It's a china cabinet.
But what people ask about so often are the flags up here.
Yes.
And the point was that I started putting flags up of all the countries that I'd been to.
Okay.
But this only carries about 60 flags, and so I ran out of space. I've
Yeah.
been been to 110 countries. at
Wow,
this point.
Gary, you have been around the world literally.
Well, around a lot, yeah. Anyway, that's one of the things that they ask about.
Okay, and do you use the china that is in here? It's also beautiful and so shiny, or is this just for display, like at my house?
No,
We don't use
well,
it.
I have the table set up, but
Okay.
whenever I have more people, then I take extra
Then you take
things
it
from
out.
here. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so what else is in this room that guests would want to know about or something they might see?
Well, over here, the fireplace, a couple of things about it. One, anybody who is from Cincinnati would probably know the name Rookwood. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Okay. Rookwood has been around since about 1880, about the same time this house was built.
Okay.
And they did all of those tiles that are around, and they're in the living room also.
Okay.
So they've been in business. They actually went out of business for about 20 years, and then they started again in about 1980.
Okay.
And they're still in business now. So a lot
Oh,
of people
really?
mention them.
I love it.
Yeah.
So did you ever, do they maintenance or do anything with the fireplaces?
No.
They don't have to come out and do anything. So
No.
they just put them in and
Right.
and they're still in business.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. So if you're from Cincinnati, then you know what Gary's talking about. So, so the table here seats how many people at your breakfast table?
8 easily.
Okay.
10, we can squeeze them in. I actually just recently tried to get another leaf made.
Oh, okay.
But the table is made in such a way that it's
It will not.
impossible.
And this is a
Yeah.
vintage table, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's probably hard to find the leaf that needs to go in there.
Yeah.
Now, when guests are here at the breakfast
All right.
table, you prepare all the breakfast yourself.
Yeah, I do everything.
So you prepare all the breakfast, and everybody was raving about your baked goods. So tell me a little bit more about. Did you just start baking for the bed and breakfast, or you've been baking since you were a little boy?
Just since I've been here.
Really?
Yeah, I really didn't do much cooking before. Well, the usual thing that a bachelor might do, like
Right.
hot dogs. But
Noodles, rice.
people really want to have small things
Yes.
for breakfast. So one of the things that's kind of my signature piece is banana nut bread.
Mm-hmm.
And I put about 3 times the amount of nuts that this recipe calls
Okay.
for. So some lady put it well. She said, you have just enough banana, just enough bread to hold the nuts together.
And it's
Did you try it
I
while
did
you were
try
here?
it, so I can witness it. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
No, like you put your own twist onto it. You know, you're like, this is how we want to make it. You
Right.
know, and so
Right.
that makes it awesome.
And then the cookies are the other thing.
And the
that
cookies.
people
I
like.
went to bed with a belly full of cookies. I could barely sleep. I was like a little 5-year-old because they were so good. You had so many different varieties.
Yeah.
And when they're homemade, you know, you put your own twist on them, and they weren't like anything you can buy in the store. So,
Right.
so when guests come here, they can expect a hot breakfast. Along with, you know, all of your sides, and you know, we had fruit, we had biscuits, we had egg quiche.
Right.
I mean, it was just awesome. So, you know, some of the other bread and breakfast don't offer that. You just get, you know, a continental breakfast, and
Right.
they really don't. So tell guests what is, tell viewers what's unique. What would set you apart from a bed and breakfast around the corner?
Well, making it myself is
That's
one
one
of the
thing,
things.
yeah.
The other thing is I just put out a lot of stuff, as you just mentioned.
Yes,
You
it's
didn't
a
even
lot.
mention all the things that
I
are there.
didn't. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
most people kind of, all for us?
That's what I said. I was like, before the other couple came in, I thought, Michael, we're gonna have to be down here for a while because I need to eat all of this. I need
That's
to taste
right.
all of it, and I did. So,
Yeah, I usually tell people they're not allowed to leave until it's all gone.
oh my goodness, we tried.
Yeah.
So the hot breakfast is definitely setting you apart, and then you have fireplaces and hot tubs and jacuzzi tubs in all rooms, or just about all the rooms.
No, 4 out of the 7 I do, and
That's
if
okay.
I had room, I would have done it with all of them, because
Okay.
you are mentioning the 2 things that people usually are looking for when they come to bed and breakfasts that
Yes.
make it special.
That's
Big jacuzzi tubs and the fireplaces that work.
That's what we want. That work is a good tag there.
Yes.
That work, guys. I hate to go somewhere and they're like, oh, we have a pool, but it's not working. We have a fireplace, but it's not working. But I still pay the full price, right?
Yeah.
So kudos to you for doing your research and knowing what guests are wanting when they come out. So what else is in here? I know you have some. What are these pieces of garments here that you have?
Well, I have this very unusual, it's kind of a classic 19th century dress from Ukraine.
Okay.
As I said, I spent a lot of time in the former Soviet Union. And I just liked it, and I thought it'd be a great piece just to have in the room. But the funny thing about it was, At the time, I had a 16-year-old Ukrainian girl living here, finishing up her high school at Bishop Chatard High School. And I thought maybe she'd like to put it on occasionally and show people what their native dress was like. She thought I was out of my skull. Stark raving mad.
16? Oh no, she's not gonna be. I mean, I'm looking
Shorts
at it, I think
blue
it's
jeans,
beautiful.
right?
Shorts and blue jeans and crop tops is all they want to do. But I respect it. I thought it was beautiful, and I noticed it when I came in, like, what is this for? I know most places have robes that you can put on, which you do, and I didn't know if that was something for us to wear or what, so I had to ask you about it. So, and then you have these huge mirrors throughout the home. What made you put huge mirrors on the walls?
Well, I had to change most of the house around to make it work, to make 7 full bedrooms and baths. And so I had to just about bulldoze a couple of the floors. And what I used to close off many areas were these large mirrors. And it's really wonderful because it makes everything look more spacious. I used even different kinds of mirrors. Some of them are just plain, some of them, like this one in the dining room, are kind of bronze. It was a good decision.
It was a very good decision, and that's very, witty of you to think, what can I put right here? People love mirrors, so that's perfect instead of trying to put some type of drywall or something right there. So that was, I noticed it, and I thought, what? Are these just for me? Because, I like to be in the mirror. I loved it. Yeah. So, guys, we're going to give you more with Gary Hoffmeister. We're right here on location at his bed and breakfast. You guys stay tuned. We're going to give you a little bit more of a tour and a little teaser so you can see what to expect if you are a guest here at the Old Northside Bed and Breakfast. We'll be right back.
Up close and personal, the Angel Star Show. You got something to say, Angel will showcase your talent, your business on the internet show. Up close and personal, it's the Angel Star Show.
Hi, my name is Blaze Nally. I'm 30 years old, and I'm searching for love. I'm looking for somebody who's fun, outgoing, who loves to go out dancing, and who's always ready for an adventure.
Ladies, if you have been looking for love, Kente, my co-host, has been telling you guys for the last 2 weeks to send us an email at theangelstarkshow@gmail.com. We are looking for just a few more ladies to make this an awesome experience for everybody involved. And you don't want to spend another Valentine's Day alone, and this could just do the trick. Kente is going to be hosting and just really taking over that whole segment. It's going to be so fun. I'm going to be their email right now at angelstarkshow@gmail.com.
Up close and personal, the Angel Star Show. You got something to say, Angel will showcase your talent, your business on the internet show. Up close and personal, it's the Angel Star Show.
We're back with more of an exclusive interview with Gary Hoffmeister. We are at the Old Northside Bed and Breakfast, and right now we are standing in the library bridal suite, right?
Library wedding suite.
Library wedding suite.
Yes.
And this is awesome. I mean, I can imagine on my wedding night coming here, and it's just huge. There's so much here. You've got the fireplace, and again, it's full of character. Right?
Well, I did all the other rooms. After I bought the house in 1994, I did all the rooms at that time except this one. This one I did about 10 years later.
Okay.
And whenever you're doing something creatively, you kind of many times scale your expectations back. This one really came out just like I wanted, so I was really delighted. Yeah.
I mean, it is full. I love it. I don't know if it's wallpaper or is this hand painted?
It's hand painted.
This is hand painted
Yes.
art on your walls here.
Right, it's called faux painting.
Faux painting.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, where'd you find somebody to do something like that?
Right here in town, and it wasn't
Good.
easy to find someone.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you were lucky to be able to have somebody. I figured you flew somebody in. Because I've never seen anything like it.
No, there aren't very many people here in town that do it. And of course, some people claim they can do some things they really can't.
They really can't.
Yeah, but the
So.
gal that did it was marvelous.
And then your ceilings. Is that wallpaper on your ceilings?
No,
down
that's
here?
painted also.
That's hand painted.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful, so beautiful. So what is in this room? What all of the rooms that accompany this one space?
Okay, well, we have not only the living room
Okay,
here,
we're
which
in the
has,
living room.
because I call it a library, have
Yes.
loads of
Uh-huh.
books.
And
We've
again,
got-
there's your beautiful family and everything there. So.
And I've got the working gas fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know it, but in Indiana, it's actually illegal to have a wood-burning fireplace and things like a real Christmas tree or wreaths because it's too much of a fire hazard.
Really?
Yeah, so the gas fireplaces are.
I did not
is
know
better.
that, so I've just been educated. So even at my house, it's against the law.
No,
Oh,
just
okay.
commercial.
I was gonna say I am a criminal because I've had a fire burning, a wood burning fireplace, and a real tree. So
Yeah.
goodness, put the cuffs on me. But okay.
And
So-
then we've got some of the paintings from Ukraine again.
Okay.
That was one of the places that I bought the most of them.
Yes.
And things that people have to have. I mentioned that people like old, but they also like
They do.
good new.
They do.
And a big flat screen TV.
Uh-huh.
And then I have another flat screen TV in the bedroom.
Okay.
Also.
Okay.
But
Is there a bathroom down here?
Very big bathroom.
Oh, a very big
and
bathroom. Okay.
yeah, an enormous double jacuzzi tub,
Oh.
and then separate shower also.
Wow.
So,
Is it two
yeah.
sinks? Is this the one that has two sinks
Yes,
in it?
it does.
Wow, double sinks.
Yeah.
So you just went all out and just put it all in there on this one.
Well, again,
Yeah.
this is kind of the top of the top
Yeah.
when you're doing a suite.
This is the
So,
VIP
yeah,
suite,
people
is what he
expect-
really wants to say.
Yeah.
So you guys, is there anything that if they have questions or want to know more, do you have a website or you have Facebook? Can you tell viewers and listeners where they can
I'll
find
tell you what's really interesting is, yes, I have a very, very good website, but
Okay.
you're also welcome to call me anytime or email me.
And let me stop there.
Okay.
That is unique. When have you ever, do you Holiday Inn tell you to call them right up and speak to an actual person, especially the owner? So, and this guy answers his phone. I could call him at 6 in the morning. He's like, hello. I'm like, do you ever sleep? So that is one of the perks. If you're gonna book and you're gonna be coming in the next day and you just have some last minute questions, you can reach out and Gary is going to answer and he's going to make accommodations and just get you all taken care of. So it's just awesome. So, okay.
Personal touch.
Personal touch is the word I was looking
Absolutely
for.
necessary, yeah. And people really appreciate that
I know,
because
yeah.
it's hard to get that these
It's far
days.
and few these days. So.
But I've always said that no matter what business you're in, the real challenge these days is to use the technology up to date along with the personal touch.
Yes.
And when I started out back in '94, 23 years ago, there was no internet.
Right.
So the marketing was really, really difficult.
Yes.
Now, if you have a good website, people can see everything about you. And one other thing that you mentioned earlier that's changed everything is what people write on there.
Yes.
And if you have loads of people that have been here, and you know the big sites like TripAdvisor and Yelp and all of them, they're very careful about not letting
Uh-huh.
your brother and your mother write in
Okay,
there.
I didn't know that too. Okay.
Oh yeah, they're very careful about that. So having people that have actually been here and mentioned things, and about half the people come in and say, okay, where are the cookies?
Because that's all over there. Everybody's raving about your hand-baked cookies.
Yeah.
And you know, those reviews, if you say, well, me, I've been in business for, 7 years, 10 years, and you have this website or you have these reviews and you only have like 2, or, they're all, I just kind of wonder, why aren't people, raving or speaking about what you have going on? It could be maybe, you're not pushing it and people don't know. I don't know. But like Google, if I, take a picture here, everybody's taking pictures on social media.
Yeah.
They're going to say they're at the Old North Side Bed and Breakfast. And then Google's going to send it back and say, how was it? So there's really no reason for people not to do reviews. So I trust reviews. You just got to read through them. But yours were awesome, and then you backed it up when we came here. So
Yeah,
that's what's important about it. So
My favorite thing is when people come and say, well, this is either just like I saw it on the internet
Uh-huh.
or even better than
or
what
even
I saw.
better. And it
Yeah.
was even better.
Yeah.
So tell our viewers and listeners, what is your website?
The website is oldnorthsideinn.com.
Okay, or oldnorthsideinn.com. The information's on the screen. And then do you have a Facebook page?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on there also, and a lot of times people do both. Go on TripAdvisor and see the comments on there,
So-
and bedandbreakfast.com. You know, there's a bunch of
You can just
things
Google it
check.
and you can go on there and find out all the information. Okay, so we want to thank you so much for coming on the Angel Stark Show. And you can come back, or we can come back because we're in your space, but can we come back anytime?
Anytime.
I'm used to saying that. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Up close and personal, it's the Angel Star Show. We got something to say, Angel will showcase your talent, your business on the internet show. Up close and personal, it's the Angel Star Show.
Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's show. And Kente Bell was absent today on the set, but he will be back right here next Monday on EmpsRadio.com and EmpsTV.com. If you would like to be a guest on the Angel Stark Show, send me an email at angelstarkshow@gmail.com and let me know what your talent or about your business, and we will have you on the show. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be back next week. See ya.
Up close and personal, it's the Angel Star Show. We got something to say, Angel will showcase your talent, your business on the internet